we are entering into self-branding. And one of the things I really want you guys to think about is the way that you're reflected to the world. Now, all of you probably have a really bad Microsoft Word resume. It looks like everybody else's resume, and that is totally fine. There are millions of jobs that require the really bad Microsoft Word resume. But I'm going to show you some resumes that are very creative. Now, these are not for sales jobs necessarily. They're not for to be a financial planner, but for the creative industry, this is a sort of I kind of want you to like reach out for this kind of look. So for this assignment, I'm asking you to create a resume with your experience on it, and I'm not asking you to create something that is usable for your work. So I want you to put away the excuse, I can't use this to apply for jobs. Don't think about that. Instead, think, how can I make this the most creative thing I can do? And you can do that with a lot of different things. You can do that with type, with color, with photos, with icons. And so I'm going to show you some as we go to kind of help you understand the kind of looks we're looking for. Now, there's all different kinds of ways to show information on your resume. We talked about some of these infographics on other assignments, but you're going to apply that to yourself, whether it's your skill set or the things that you're interested in. You'll see at the bottom they're like hobbies and things. This uses a lot of typography. This has a timeline on it. This is the same person's, these last two. Really nice typography with that and sign kind of like pulling you through. This is a darker one, but you'll see different ways that people pull out what they like. So this guy's got like a desk set up, and he shows out the different kinds of things that he enjoys doing. He's got his contact information. He's got work experience, and all of these things are supposed to culminate and show who you actually are. So you will use the information you gain from the research and the information you gain from taking the Enneagram test, and you'll apply it into something that's creative like this. This is far more fashion forward, clean. And there's a ton of different ways to do this, from simplified to totally interesting. This is like on a milk carton. I mean, all of these options show different insights into the people's kind of personalities. This one feels bold. This one feels a little mysterious, but look at those icons. Don't they just pull you through? You see this, like, how this person was educated on the timeline and the professional skills they have. This one's a little more friendly. It has all this text that kind of leads you through and invites you in. Here's another one. This is all hand drawn. So beautiful. I mean, this is stuff that it's really hard to accomplish in a short time period. But some of you are so skilled in drawing and could totally do something like this. These are things that this person loves. Cartoon. Some of you are really into things that are cartoony, which I'm all about. I think that showing a piece of something you love can really help people get you. Now, I say you don't have to use these for a job, and that's totally true, though I have had lots of people use these for creative jobs. And it's actually one of the things that has gotten them jobs. I have one of my old students named Ed. His dream was to work for Sony Pictures. And so his junior year, he took this class, and he used his resume to apply for his job at Sony. And they said that the resume was the thing that got him the job because he was so forward thinking, so interesting. They wanted to have him. So it was really cool. He graduated and got that job, and then sent my kid all this swag, like Spider-Man swag and stuff, like, and Venom and Ghostbusters and all these other movies that came out, that he designed all of this merch for, and said, had you not pushed me to make this resume awesome, I wouldn't even have this job, which is so hilarious because in my mind, all I'm trying to do is help you put your personality on the page. And that's the thing. There's going to be trendy things that you might want to try out. Like you'll, like really on trend these days is like honeycombs and bees and stuff. And that's fine if that's like a big chunk of your personality. But like, don't put hearts and stars and stuff on your resume. Not that that's not okay to be playful, but they're just generic, you know? Like this type is clean and interesting, but so striving to be personal. I'm trying to be another creative in a world overload of designers and photographers. Remember to have passion, ambition, goals, and aims. I mean, he's trying to lead you into who he actually is. This awesome personal timeline. This is something that's way more color focused, but like all of these things are supposed to give you an eye into who these people actually are. Modern and clean. And that's the thing with these resumes. So I want you to have your experience on it and your contact information and the skills you have. Those are all must-haves. But really, the more creative you can be with this, the better. The more you push yourself to make this interesting and the more you apply your look, your logo, the better this is going to be. I mean, this is all icon driven, showing your creative process. Maybe you don't have tons of work. Like maybe you haven't had tons of experience, but design is so interesting to you. Do something like this. Describe how you function. You know, part of the thing that you're going to learn in some of your research is what makes you special, what brings you out from the pack. Maybe use that. And that's the interesting part about this assignment is that you kind of don't have that many constraints. You know, before we've always worked with you can't use color, you can't use photos. You kind of can do whatever you want on this. All you need is the info that makes you you. So kind of go hog wild and see what you can do.